Uh, Arsenal won, Man United 0, so we lost the game today. So we're disappointed to lose, like we have to lose any game.
Yeah.
But in the context of everything we had to compete against and who we were playing and the players that we had available, how do you think the team done?
I really feel like it's the best we could have done today. 1-0, we held them to a 1-0. They're chasing something. We're just kind of floating in the season.
Yeah.
Ten Hag kind of, off the back of a 4-0, he asked for fight, and I think he got that in spurts. Kobe kind of played okay today. I think Ahmad really gave us a good performance. Unfortunately, maybe a collision in the first half. Yeah, he was really good. I mean,
He's good. Just the way he keeps the ball and the decisions he makes. And
I think Ten Hag needs to really look at that. I think the way Anthony was complaining about getting moved to left back today. Was throwing a bit of fight, won the ball for us in a couple turnovers when he did come on the pitch. But, I think we had the better looks at goal in the first half. We did have the better looks at goal. Just Hoyland slips, Scott scuffs it, Dalot shooting over the bar. And the goal that we concede, again, it's at Casemiro's fault. It's just really, we need to be, I don't know how many more times we've said. I saw Carragher say a very damning, judgment on him, just saying it's time for him to go over to Saudi Arabia. And it's definitely one of those things where, he's just been playing just really, really poorly. He's just holding the whole defensive line, not shepherding Havertz has kind of drifted onto the edge of the defensive line or to the side of it. And Johnny Evans even as well, just allowing him to jockey and so much space he's given Havertz in the box right next to the goal. I think even Havertz could have had the shot, but he was unselfish and just passes it across. So they didn't really show up, Arsenal. Maybe they weren't as good as we was expecting. They've kind of dropped their levels today as well.
We said we would need if we would have a chance, but it wasn't enough with the team that we had, and it just we just couldn't do enough, could we?
Poor quality game, and they needed the 30th man, the crowd today. When we came alive, really, really good today, and especially in the second half. So credit to them as well, credit to us as well. So it just felt like a really kind of poor quality game until things picked up. Garnacho, though, the decision making, young player, not good enough today. Could have really done something for us, especially the little chances that we get on the counter or 1v1. Just too greedy on the ball. They need to start looking for Hoyland more. And I know that today he was just in a lot of a battle with Saliba at times and Gabriel, but his back to goal.
And we literally predicted that in terms of backing in, fighting. Yeah. It was always going to be in trouble trying to wrestle them, and again, another game of isolation for him, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, his back to goal is not brilliant. I think he lost the ball a couple of times when we were fizzing it into him. He's got a lot to learn. He needs a more senior striker, and Ivan Toney, something to teach him these kind of elements of the game, where to be, when to be, and back to goal strength, and when to make it a physical battle against the centre back. Or I think I've even seen Thierry Henry talk about just putting the arm out against the defender to create that little space. So just little technical things like that he needs to get hold of, because the way he's just literally showing the defender, I want to do the physical battle, it just doesn't really make enough sense.
From a structural tactical point of view, and just looking at Ten Hag and stuff like that, I don't know how you saw it, I saw that actually we were actually quite compact. Yeah. The spaces wasn't massive, and sometimes when you play with less quality players, it forces you into doing that. But I was like, we need to take that same sort of mentality, even when the better players come back, like in terms of being compact, like being organised. I thought that was all right. I'm not saying it was amazing. Yeah. We passed the ball a bit slow at times and didn't have the quality on the pitch to do what we wanted to do, but we didn't get run through chance after chance after chance. And I did notice a little tweak there. For you, did you see anything different tactically, or was it just the same? And this is why we stick with the process, and you're fine.
No, I think you're right. I think it's more to do with the players, though. Amrabat in very much in charge of that. The stepping in, the type of player they want to step in, which is part of the philosophy that Ten Hag instills. So I think in general, maybe the lines were pushed further back, but the type of players here with Casemiro there, with Evans, they're trying their best to step in. Amrabat was controlling all of that element of us. When we're forcing players into the forward line, and the midfield players are going into the forward line, Amrabat's still encouraging players to be brave and to still step in and try and suffocate and keep Arsenal in there. And a lot of the time they had to go side to side because of that, especially in the defensive line. So you're right, maybe a change of mentality and personnel that helps that. But it's 1-0, and it could have been. I thought it was going to be 3 or 2. So good job in that sense. But we've got a difficult game against Newcastle.
Yeah,
the rain.
As the rain comes more.
Welcome to Manchester.
Yeah. get fit for the final. Same message in it. That's all it is.
Better players.
We know what's happening in the league.
Yeah, nice one, bro.
Right, let's get out of this rain.
Yeah.